stupidity when it comes to the Bruce Lee versus Brad Pitt fight. Now, Joe Rogan had Quentin Tarantino come on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he was supposed to sort of talk to him about how it's wrong what he did and how exposing Bruce Lee like that is just stupid. He was supposed to do this and then back down. But I'm going to show you guys clip by clip, then we're going to react, and I'm going to also say why Quentin Tarantino's claims of military person, like a soldier or special forces, being able to beat Bruce Lee in a real fight is just beyond stupid. Okay, let's get into this video.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Another thing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that got controversial was the Bruce Lee scenes. Yeah. A lot of people felt like you made Bruce Lee into an asshole.
Yeah, well, okay, that's okay. I'm a little hesitant to talk about this because I don't want like this to be the only thing, all right, that people pull from this show. But I figured you were going to bring it up especially because I heard you guys go back and forth on it in a little bit. I mean, where I'm coming from is I can understand his daughter having a problem with it. It's her fucking father, all right? I get that. But anybody else, oh, suck a dick.
So, this is the first thing I have a problem with. Like, what's up with that laugh and the clapping? Like, stick to what you were gonna say, my dude, Joe Rogan. Why are you backing down from Quentin Tarantino? What's he gonna do? Kick your ass? Why are you kissing his ass like that? I don't understand that.
You know, and the thing about it though is, like, you know, even if you just look at it, it's obvious Cliff tricked him. That's how he was able to do it. He tricked him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
so he tricked him, but then he's gonna say that he tricked him into doing the move, letting him do the move first, and then telling him to do it again, as if Bruce Lee is stupid and he would fall for that, or that he would even take part in some play fight like this. I mean, the whole thing is dumb from beginning to end.
like it's explained more in the book, but the thing is, like they do a two falls out of three contest.
Mm-hmm.
So Cliff loves shit like that, you know, and he has a method, and his method is to give the guy the first.
Cliff loves stuff like that, he says. All right. And then Bruce Lee somehow brought this up, which is just like, it's just weird, the whole idea he has. But the dumbest thing is thinking that a military person or a soldier could beat a martial artist like Bruce Lee. That is by far the stupidest thing that's said on the show, and Joe Rogan does not call him out on it.
Fall. Okay, do your fucking move, dude.
Right.
Let me see your move. All right. And he gives him no resistance whatsoever. The guy does the move. He knocks him on his ass.
Bruce Lee would knock you out if you just have like Bruce Lee do the move and you just take it. Like, he would knock you out. I mean, like, Cliff would have gotten knocked out. I mean, and the way he takes that kick, like Bruce Lee does a flying side kick, and what does he hit him in the body instead of the face? What wasn't that a headshot? What if that was a headshot? Knocks out Cliff. Head goes back like that. Head hits the pavement. Think about it. Cliff was not resisting. He was just standing there. So why would Bruce kick him in the body when he could kick him in the head? Oh, yeah, because Bruce Lee had the idea of no punching to the face, right? Like I said, Bruce would have some idea like this. So the whole scene is stupid, guys. It's stupid. And I don't think Quentin Tarantino realizes how stupid he is.
But most of the time, if a guy has a particular move and it looks like the guy's a lunkhead, just a big mouth, who can't really defend himself, they do the second move again. I mean, they do the first.
Most of the time, when a guy's good at a move, they'll do the second move again. If somebody dares him to do the second move again, like, this guy doesn't just, like, he's trying to make Bruce Lee look stupid. And I don't think he even realizes that. Like, the way this guy thinks Quentin Tarantino is like a kid. And I don't know if you guys knew that Quentin Tarantino is friends with Michael J. White. Maybe that's where he got some of these Bruce Lee ideas from. I don't think he came up on this shit on his own, guys. I think he spent way too much time with Michael J. White, And some of you may not know, Michael J. White actually played in Kill Bill. He has a deleted scene in Kill Bill. So if you guys go and have the Kill Bill DVD, or just on YouTube, here on YouTube, you guys can just type Michael J. White deleted scene in Kill Bill, and you guys will see that Michael J. White and Quentin Tarantino came up with the stupidest fight scene you guys could think
Move
of.
again,
Mhm.
second time. Well, now Cliff knows what it is. So he prepares for it, he pivots, he catches him, he throws his ass into the car.
Right.
So now the third time will be the charm and he gets broken up. But
Not
he's
funny.
tricked him. And Bruce realized he got tricked. If Cliff hadn't been so vicious, he could have even appreciated it.
Do you know about the history of
Oh,
Bruce
yeah,
Lee
Gene
and Gene
LaBelle.
LaBelle?
Yeah, of course.
Did you research that? before?
Yeah, well, I've always known it and
Right.
everything. And like, well, the stuntman hated Bruce
Really?
on
These claims that the stuntman hated Bruce. You know, I mean, this is the first time I've ever hearing anything like this. And again, it just sounds to me that this guy's been listening too much to Michael J. White.
hitting them with his feet. He was always tagging. It's called tagging.
Mm.
When you hit a stuntman for real. And he was always tagging him with his feet. He was always tagging him with his fist. And they got to be the point where like, no, I refuse to work with him.
Really?
And he had nothing but disrespect for American stuntmen.
Huh. That's interesting. I wonder what that was about. I wonder what his perspective would have been if somebody asked him to explain it.
It's like, oh, they're just not good enough. They're pussies.
Mm.
I'm going to make it look real.
Okay. So he was hitting him to make it look real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't like that.
No.
That's
No.
unprofessional.
Well, that is unprofessional, but that's been done before in a bunch of movies by people that people say are assholes.
Yeah, and a bit, yeah, and well, and you know,
So claiming that the stuntman hated him because he hit him for real. Last time I checked, him and Gene LaBelle were good friends. And this story Gene LaBelle talks about picking up Bruce and stuff like that, I highly doubt that's true because I haven't heard anybody else say that story other than Gene LaBelle. And, you know, a story like that, Bruce Lee was humble enough to be able to share a story like that. So I don't see why Bruce wouldn't share a story like that. I don't understand. So, yeah, this is BS.
and actually somebody else who had a reputation pretty similar to Bruce Lee's in that regards was like Robert Conrad
Oh, yeah.
during that time. Yeah. And, you know, he did a lot of his own stunts and he did some really, really gnarly shit. But and I've always been a big fan of Robert Conrad, but, you know, in the stunt community, he was known as Robert never met a stuntman he couldn't blame, Conrad.
Mm. The stunt world is a fucking crazy world because they're the people that occasionally die making movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is just nuts.
And look, and the thing about it is also, Cliff is a hand-to-hand combat killer.
So what? Doesn't mean anything.
He fought in World War II. He fought the Filipino resistance fighters, in the Philippines against the Japanese. If Cliff fought Bruce Lee at one of Aaron Banks's Madison Square Garden tournaments, Cliff wouldn't stand a chance against Bruce Lee at a Madison Square Garden martial arts tournament. But as a killer who has killed men before in a jungle, he'd kill Bruce Lee. He'd fucking kill him. Bruce Lee.
In the jungle. Last time I checked, the fight was not in the jungle. It was on a fucking movie set. And the fight is more similar to a martial arts fight than it is a fight in the damn jungle with guns and shit. So it's not a gunfight. It's not a knife fight. Anytime you put a soldier against a martial artist in any kind of fighting, it doesn't matter if it's to the death or not. If there's no weapons involved, the martial artist is going to beat the living heck out of the soldier always.
He's not a killer. Bruce Lee's never really let loose on anybody. He's always had to keep it together in a martial arts tournament.
How do you know? How do you know?
Way. If he's actually facing a guy who could actually kill him, it's a different story. It's in the book. Bruce Lee realizes when Cliff takes a military hand-to-hand combat stance, he realizes,
military hand-to-hand combat stance. Now, this is the big problem I have with Quentin Tarantino's Stupidity. Now, I'm a bouncer. I'm a martial artist. My Mexican dad was in the army. My Dutch grandpa was in the army. I went to military school in Mexico when I was a kid. I've been around soldiers and I've bounced for over many, many years, over 2 decades. So it's like I've been fighting, I've been seeing fights, and soldiers are by far some of the stupidest people when it comes to fighting. You will know people are soldiers at clubs when you're a bouncer because they will tell you, they will brag that they're a soldier before they get into a fight. And then you know what will happen? They lose. They almost always lose. They lose against boxers, they lose against taekwondo people, they lose against MMA fighters, they lose against street fighters, they lose against the security, they lose against the police. I mean, I have yet to see one soldier win a fight. Every soldier I've seen fight has lost fights. I've never seen one soldier manhandle people at a club, like not once ever. And the military martial arts is so damn effective. How come there's not a bunch of military schools where they teach military martial arts to people so they can win tournaments and fights? It doesn't exist because these guys, military people cannot fight, guys. Punching and fighting and kicking the bad guy is not what they do. They have a platoon, they have helicopters, weapons, a whole team. Um, Soldiers don't really fight ever. When they get into a life and death situation, it's not fighting. And if the gun somehow jam or something like that, it turns into a knife fight most of the time. There's a gruesome video out of a Russian who is against an Ukrainian who exactly this happens. They're gunfighting and then it goes to a knife fight and it's real. So this is how soldiers fight. They don't fight the way Bruce Lee fights or in an actual hand-to-hand combat. So what Quentin Tarantino is saying here is utter BS.
This guy's a killer. This guy's not fighting me. He's fighting his instinct to kill me.
Catch new episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience for free.
One more
Always had
time.
to keep it together in a martial arts tournament kind of way. If he's actually facing a guy who could actually kill him, it's a different story. You know, it's in the book. Bruce Lee realizes when Cliff takes a hand-to-hand, a military hand-to-hand combat stance, you know, he realized, oh shit, this guy's a killer. This guy's not fighting me. He's fighting his instinct to kill me.
Catch new episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience for
Maybe he didn't read or see Bruce Lee's saying that he's mentally prepared to die, but learning the art of dying. But yet you think Bruce Lee's going to be afraid of some guy who's fighting his instinct to kill him. The level of stupid in Quentin Tarantino and the hate and misinformation when it comes to Bruce Lee, it's amazing. It's amazing to me that it has gotten to these levels, you know, in the martial arts community, on YouTube and everything else. It's like the disrespect for Bruce Lee, when all of these guys, including Quentin Tarantino, should be thanking him. And I have a suspicion, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but I have a suspicion that Quentin Tarantino probably used to be a Bruce Lee fan. And I'm sure that Michael J. White changed that. Why do I say that? Because if you watch Quentin Tarantino's movies like Kill Bill, you will see insane Bruce Lee influence in that movie, in Kill Bill. The influence from Fist of Fury in particular, and the suit, of course, that Uma Thurman wears in Kill Bill is so copied from Bruce Lee. The way the scenes are shot, the fact that it's a revenge story. I mean, it's there's so many things about those movies that Quentin Tarantino copied from Bruce Lee movies. So all I can know and think then is that Quentin Tarantino was a Bruce Lee fan before. And I think when he met Michael J. White and Michael J. White started spilling the same bullshit he spills on Vlad TV, I think then like he convinced Quentin Tarantino to somehow fan him as well. This is why I think Quentin Tarantino put Michael J. White in that fight scene in Kill Bill where he fights Bill, which is probably by far one of the worst fight scenes I've ever seen. If you guys haven't seen the fight scene of Bill versus Michael J. White, I highly recommend you guys watch it on YouTube. Don't expect it to be very impressive, though. I mean, yeah, Michael J. White is acting really sucks. But keep in mind, in this scene, the acting is supposed to suck. Yeah, I think it's very unfortunate the disrespect that's out for Bruce, and it's not right, and it's wrong in the sense that a lot of misinformation is being spread about him by people who just want to stay relevant, like Michael J. White. And enough's enough. Somebody's got to expose them for what they are. Michael J. White, you are slow in your techniques. You are not ahead of your time. You're behind for your time. For 2025, you're behind for your time. People say Michael J. White is is born in the wrong time. If he had been born 10, 20 years before, even then you would have been behind for your time. Bruce Lee was ahead of his time and way faster than you. There's no way Brad Pitt beats Bruce Lee. There's no way Michael J. White beats Bruce Lee. It's just a bunch of BS. Till the next video, guys. Catch you later.